Good afternoon, good evening, good night, good morning. The usual introduction. Who knows what time it is when you're watching this? For us, it's a Thursday. It's 5 o'clock. I've got football training coming up. Carlo, once again, has struggled. Speaking of Carlo, I've got a nice introduction. I thought I'd mix it up a little bit. So a bit of a song just for Carlo's intro. He's going to like this. Carlo, he is Dutch. Carlo, he talks too much. Carlo, he's a Dutch man. What is your favourite can? Is it Pepsi or a watering can? Carlo van the watering.
Oh, dear me. Well, that cheered me up endlessly. Thank you very much.
Did you like that? I've worked, I've been working all day, but that took me a long time.
Did you get somebody involved for the text writing, or did you do it all yourself?
What is your favourite can? Is it a can of Pepsi, or is it the watering can?
No,
because your name is watering.
Pepsi Cherry. Although today I've got a bottle of water because I've had too much on it. That's the one I have. Yeah, we buy them in trays of 24.
Me and you were just meant to be together. It was just
Don't tell my wife. I keep telling you. She watches this. Don't tell her.
Carlo, I've got as a guest. Would you like me to introduce him?
I think you should. It'd be rude not to.
Right, so obviously, Mr. Richard, he's Carlo van der Watering. Our guest at this time is former Barnsley FC player and current or newly announced Bangor FC manager, Hugo Colace. Good afternoon, Hugo.
Hello, how are you?
We're very good. How are you? That is a big smile on your face.
Yeah, and a new person.
You're looking well. Hair's looking really nice. It probably could do with a cut. Obviously, no barbers.
yeah. Of course. I have a chain.
And you're looking very tanned. I'm assuming that's because you're back out. Have you been training and stuff? Have you been back out on the training pitch?
No. We don't know when the season starts. The season was finished 1 month ago, and now we are waiting for the news.
Of course. Speaking of news, Carlo, obviously we've seen in the news this week, Hugo's got a new job, so we better congratulate him on that. Congratulations, Hugo.
Definitely. Very good. So what sort of manager coach are you going to be, Hugo? What sort of style do you want to impose on that team?
I think it's between Simeone and Guardiola. It's one between. I feel that because I was in Estudiante with Simeone. Yeah. Then my mentality was all my career like that, especially when I was in Barnsley.
Of course.
And Guardiola is the big example for everyone.
Yeah.
I love it how you are setting your standards incredibly high already, Hugo.
Of course.
We will get back to that. Obviously, that's where you're at now. As always on the show, we like to go all the way back to when your Barnsley life began and why you're here anyway. I've got a few stats I'm going to show you now, Hugo. I'll put them up, and then I'm sure Carlo's got a very good question because he's always ready. Just have a glance at them, Hugo. Carlo, just for the podcast's sake, would you like to read them out?
Yes. So, Hugo, can we just ask, how do we pronounce your name? Is it Hugo Colace or Hugo Colace?
Colace because it's Italian name.
I like it. Hugo Colace. Oh, I feel like Italian already, the way I say it. Appearances, 108, 9 goals. Hugo made his debut the 13th of September 2008 versus Blackpool, a match that Barnsley lost 1-0. His first goal came...
That was Hugo's fault as well, that, I think. Was that your fault, Hugo?
yeah.
And first goal, 22nd of September 2009 versus Burnley, a match that we won 3-2. And his final appearance, the 9th of April versus 2011 versus Bristol City, a match that we won 4-2. So 13th of September 2008, your debut against Blackpool. Just tell us a little bit how your transfer to Barnsley came about.
Yes, I remember David Hodgson, my agent, talk about Barnsley. To be honest, I didn't know the Championship League. I didn't. But when I arrived to Barnsley, I wait many. I think I didn't play the first game because my transfer don't come in time.
Okay. Yeah.
Then I remember I was 4 days off in Mallorca with my wife, and I still in the pool enjoy there. Simon Demi called me. Okay, next game you can play.
Brilliant.
That was fantastic.
Yeah. So when you arrived at Barnsley and you are shown around, and you're shown around the ground, and maybe the town, did you see any of the town when you first arrived?
Yes, a little bit Barnsley, because after Simon David bring me to Sheffield because the apartment was there. Then Barnsley, in that time I didn't know all the city because I moved to Sheffield. But after I
What's your first impressions of Barnsley as a town, but also the football club and the setup and Oakwell? What were your first impressions at that time?
Yeah, it was my. But to be honest, it was my dream to play in England.
Of course.
When I become for the player, I said I want to play in England. I don't know where. Then I feeling like all the time like dreams.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Then I try to put everything from me in there, because when I play in Barnsley, I never play another team like that. Never.
Yeah. But was it, obviously you came to Barnsley, just going back a little bit, was there, as you grew up from sort of like a little boy into the Barnsley player, was there a specific player that you thought, he is my idol, he is my hero, I want to play like this player? Did you have somebody that was sort of like your idol?
In that moment, was Yaya Touré. Yaya Touré that they play in Man City many times. I try to play like Pirlo sometimes.
Yeah,
that's good. You've got to set your bar high, haven't you?
But I didn't. No. Normally, I play like in the same play in the middle. Play like that, slow game. Play, take the ball, set pieces. But in England, I learned to go to the box to box.
Yeah.
You remember my first goal, first year in England in Barnsley. I play with Anderson Silva.
Yeah, so we've got your first goal here, which came on the 22nd of September 2009 against Burnley, a game which we won Describe that goal. Is that your favourite Barnsley goal, or did you enjoy it?
Yeah, it was that one against Leicester, because we won 1-0 against Leicester at home. I think all my score it's very good for me. I didn't see never in YouTube against Bristol City away.
You've never seen it?
No, my goal 5-3. We lose.
Right. Okay.
We lose. But I never saw in YouTube.
Oh, we'll have to look.
Is that your favourite goal? Is that the best your best one? Do you think? Other than obviously you won the goal you got against Leicester, the winner, and obviously scoring against Burnley to win. Surely you just prefer to win. It doesn't matter about how good the goal is.
Yeah, but definitely my first one was the best, because after that we play against Man U at home.
Oh, of course, in the cup.
Yeah,
that was a good experience. Sorry, Carlo, go on.
No. You mentioned Anderson da Silva. Talk a little bit about your teammates. Who were you specifically impressed with? You know, a very talented player, maybe a very technical player, maybe players you hadn't heard of before. What were your teammates like? Who would you say was the best player that you've played with whilst you were at Barnsley?
Yeah. In possession will be. I think like I don't play anymore, but the same that I want to play. I was play directly to the score. No many time possession, because I think that many possession will be slow. The game slow. Then I know that this league is similar on League 1, League 2. It's a quickly strong.
Yes. Yeah.
It's a quickly. Then the weather. I accept this work, because I was with one more year the contract to play here.
Yeah.
But the owner said to me, Hugo, I want you for new manager or you can play. Okay, I thinking about this. I know the player. I know the weather. I know my time.
Of course.
Then I gonna try to play in possession quickly, set piece, quickly arrive to cross and score.
Of course. Obviously, Carlo's mentioned Da Silva. Some other players that you played with alongside your time at Barnsley. Who were your favourite players to play with? Who did you like playing in midfield with? Who was your favourite striker to play with? Who did you really trust behind you in defence at your time at Barnsley?
Yeah, I always say to the newspaper, everything. Bobby Hassel was the person that was in Barnsley legend, but for me was very important, because sometimes we fight in between, but fight for the good for the team.
Of course.
Then I was in behind Bobby Hassel. On the side I was with Anderson. On the front, Bogdanovic. Bogdanovic was.
Yeah.
Sean Macken as well. Sean Macken was a fantastic. Jan Jume, fantastic player.
Yeah. We had Bogdanovic on the show just a few weeks back, and we asked him to name his five if he were to have a five-a-side football team, and he named you in his five-a-side football team.
He did.
So so it's funny that you said that. So he would also be in your five-a-side football team. You feel that you and Daniel had a very good relationship.
Yeah, look at the point. Everyone have a good technique. Good, no like a good technique. I like the player with the technique that can play set pieces with them.
Yeah.
I've always wondered, Hugo. You obviously born in Argentina. You then, so many years later, you play in Barnsley. Now, you might not know, I'm from Holland. I came here about 30 years ago, and it took me about 10 years to understand people because they talk in a very specific dialect, accent. Half of the time, I just nod to Chris, and I still don't know what he's saying. What was the hardest thing for you to get used to in Barnsley? Was it the way people speak? Did you understand what people were saying? Because it took me 3 or 4 years.
Was it the weather? Because obviously Barnsley's renowned for, well, anywhere near Sheffield, this way north, it's horrendous weather, or maybe the food. What was the food like? Obviously, I think what Carlo was saying is there's a massive change from where you were previously to Barnsley. There's a lot of changes there.
Yeah, well, the first one is a weather. The weather is a very different. It's different than here.
Yeah.
Because there maybe it's a little bit hot. Here it's at the moment it's like a winter.
Yeah. Cold and wet. That's Wales.
Yeah. No, but the people in Barnsley, to be honest, was fantastic. With me, always when I was in the hotel, I was with one chef in the hotel. I don't remember the hotel, the old one.
Was it Ardsley House?
Ardsley House.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was one chef that now is my friend.
Wow.
Ilir is from Albania. From Albania, yes.
Yeah.
I don't. He don't work anymore there. But we make a friendly with him. That's it. I think that's very very important to.
Yeah.
Of course. So the food wasn't too bad then. If you're still friends, the food must have been okay.
Yes.
and obviously back to Carlo's question. Carlo, obviously I absolutely took that one off you. I got him on talking about weather and food. But your original question.
Yeah. What about the language? What about because in Barnsley people don't speak English; they speak Barnsley.
I know.
Was that hard to get used to?
Yeah, no. My English is improved every. Now we lose. Okay, my English was every day better. Then I changed Sheffield, Barnsley, Leeds. The language for me was the same, to be honest.
Yeah. Well, you've adapted well, Hugo. Are you bilingual or multilingual? Is it numerous languages you can speak, or?
I speak Italian.
Wow.
Spanish, Italian, because I play 3 years in Italy. I can speak Portuguese as well.
Yeah.
I didn't speak French. Because when I was in Auxerre, I always spoke English with the other people. Then, but I can speak. That's is the good like Guardiola.
Yeah,
you know?
You've got to be able to communicate on so many different levels. I mean, I visit Wales in the summer, last summer just gone, and although a majority of them speak English, the road signs are in Welsh, and they're quite difficult to understand.
Yeah. No. That's it for me now. It's very important now because I have a player from Italy, from Wales, Argentina, Uruguay that speak Spanish. Then I have to explain in three languages different. Not very good, but in the football they understand me.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
So it's hard, isn't it? So you've finished your playing career now. and you're concentrating on, obviously, on managing. You said when we introduced you, you don't know when the league is sort of starting again. Do you still keep in contact now with the players, just to make sure that they keep fitness up and things like that?
Yes, yeah, because maybe we will change some player. We have for example, we have one Uruguay, 2 Argentinian here because they haven't flight to back to South America. Right. They stay here. They training alone because we come training. Then with the other, I speak in the phone. Okay, move, do something, you know. But to be honest, we don't know. I think they wait for English game.
Yeah, yeah. See how the Premier League does and the Championship, how they play matches and behind closed doors and everything.
If everything is okay, the medical, everything is okay, we start.
So Hugo, you've obviously been made the manager. Is it a manager's job or are you a head coach?
I think all together.
Yeah, all together. So yeah, so you're in charge of your own recruitment. Will that be yourself?
Yeah, because I try to bring players that I know at the moment, because it's in my first time. I need players that I know how play. If the character is good, he can play in that position, in other position. For that, at the moment, this is my first time. I can make a mistake.
Of course, so you need players that you can trust, players that you know what to expect for them, players that you know are going to produce for you, really, and really put it on the pitch. You must be extremely excited about this opportunity. You must be really, really happy.
Yeah, and then I gonna ask you if you can help me.
Okay.
That if I want to do friendly game in pre-season with Barnsley.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I wish that I talked to Bobby as well, but maybe I can do my last game in that game, last friendly game.
Yes.
Ah, okay.
Yes.
Yeah, see. Yeah.
See,
that's a good idea.
I don't want to play 90 minutes, but I can play 10 minutes with Barnsley, 10 minutes Bangor, I stay out. That's my point. To be honest, I will try to do that.
You've still got a lot of fans in Barnsley. Whenever we say to people, we're interviewing Hugo, you're almost like a cult figure. It's a bit like Bogdanovic. People still talk about you playing. And when you just said, I need your help, Chris's eyes went like that. Because he thought you were going to say, I need a striker and I'm going to sign Chris to play for Bangor. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Listen, if you need me to come on trial, I'll come on trial.
We can try.
The goals. Thank you. No,
I want players that I know. Maybe.
Yeah. Well, I think me and Carlo usually have a charity match every year where we play for charity and we have the Reds report versus another team. We would love you to come and play in that game for us. That'd be amazing. And I think at some point, personally, I like Wales, and I usually visit once per summer. I would love to come and see you and have a coffee with you, and you can show me a little bit of Bangor. That'd be amazing. Yeah,
and we are actually. We spoke to Daniel Bogdanovic a couple of weeks ago. We're speaking to Bobby Hassel tomorrow evening. I mean, Chris Orgra, is it tomorrow evening we're speaking to Bobby?
Tomorrow evening we're speaking to Bobby.
We're speaking to Bobby tomorrow evening. We spoke to Martin Devaney, who's obviously still involved with the club as well. From a personal point of view, and I've said it before, I'm always really happy that footballers I watched play and thought, wow, look at him. As a Barnsley fan, when you get players like De Silva, when you get players like Bogdanovic, when you get players like Hugo, South America, because we sing like it's just like watching Brazil because we want that excitement of South American football. and then we brought players in that played like that. So I think it's great, and I think it's a huge, what do you say? Well, not compliment to you. I think it's huge for Bangor that they've got a player that plays in the right way, that's played his way through the leagues and always given 100%. So when football is back and fans can come and watch, Chris, I think a little road trip to Wales. We'll go in your car because it's far better than mine.
That's fine.
Definitely on the cards.
Hugo, just before you go, me and Carlo doesn't know this yet, but we're going to ask you one question each alternatively. Just a quick, snappy answer. So, along the lines of, so I might ask you, who is the toughest player you have played with? Toughest player, teammate, the toughest.
Veron.
Veron.
Oh,
that's He's oh goodness, I won't fight him.
What about
Veron,
what about the quickest player that you've played with?
Quickest. Tevez was.
Oh, well, yeah, another one.
Wow.
No.
You're rolling off the superstars here. Who was the smartest player? So I'm not thinking knowledge, but I'm thinking more football intelligence. Who was the smartest?
Yeah, Mascherano and Veron as well.
Whoa.
Mascherano.
You give over now, name dropping. Just give over.
What about who was the best coach or the best manager that you've ever played for?
Wow.
Simeone.
Yeah,
definitely.
Yeah,
of course. His desire to win is unbelievable, isn't it? He's so passionate.
Yeah, passion, motivation, everything.
Have you still got his number? Can you give him a call for some advice?
I try to call him. I don't know if he can answer me, but because I played 10 years ago before to come to Barnsley.
Yeah,
of course. It's a long time, yeah.
But I need to ask something about the football.
Yeah, you want some lone players to play up front with me. That's what you need.
Can I ask as well? In every football team, there is always one player that is the joker, who is always joking with other players. At your time at Barnsley, who was the joker? Who was the person that was always making other people laugh?
Jamal Campbell Rice.
Oh yeah. A little pocket rocket.
He sent a message a few days ago.
Wow.
Maybe you should get him on the wing. That's a possibility. He'd be good for Bangor.
Yeah.
He played for Sheffield United not so long ago, didn't he? He played and still very, very fast as well, isn't he, on that wing? Yeah.
Yeah, he's very fast, very fast.
I guess my question to you, Colace, one person who's played at Barnsley with you, and you can take them now. You can take them to Bangor now in their prime. So you've got one player. You can pick one player who played for Barnsley with yourself, and they will play for Bangor now. Who would you pick? Who would be the best?
That play now in Barnsley.
Somebody who you played with at Barnsley. Somebody you played with, and in their prime, at their best, they would play for your team now. You've only got one. Who would you have?
Sorry, I don't understand. If he's now the captain.
Alex Moat.
The captain. What's his name?
Alex Moat.
Yeah.
What about players that you've played with? Who would you take? Who would you take that you've played with? So would you take Daniel? Would you take Bobby? If you could take one.
It's not easy. I can take Bobby. Yes.
Bobby. He's my
captain.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, be a great leader. He's a brilliant bloke. We're looking forward to getting him on. Carlo, have you got any more questions for Hugo?
No, I have no further questions. I just honestly, from the bottom of my heart, wish him the very, very best of luck. I've always said, I think great players can make great coaches, and I think Bangor are lucky to have somebody like you, and we'll be watching the results for Bangor. It'll now be our second team, Barnsley first, and then Bangor second, definitely.
Thank you. And in the future, we don't know what's happened.
Exactly.
I try many times to back to Barnsley. I will try in different position.
Of course, you never know. We might see you at Oakwell again. Who knows?
Well, but even when things go back to normal, wouldn't it be great to have a friendly between Bangor and Barnsley with you putting one shirt on for one half and one shirt on for the other half?
That's great.
Great.
Thank you. Hugo, thank you very much for joining us. We really appreciate it. Thank you for staying in touch with us. It's nice to message you now and then. I hope Bangor get off to a flying start, whenever that might be. Apart from the strikers, of course, I hope the strikers can't score, and you need to ring me, and I will come and put a shirt on for you. And
okay, I will do.
And next time I'm in Wales, I will come and have a coffee with you, and we can have a catch up. That'll be brilliant.
I wait here. Don't worry. Send me a message. We can.
No problem. Hugo, as always, on behalf of probably Carlo, myself, and all Barnsley fans, thank you for your time at Barnsley. You were a real pleasure. And thank you for staying in touch with us, and thanks for coming on. And I'm sure everybody wishes you all the best at Bangor. So once Carlo's edited this up, we've got a link. We'll send it to you, and you can share that. And brilliant. Thank you very much, mate.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.